Hey all you Archons, it's Brobnar89 with another groundbreaking discovery here for you on Cull the Weak. Let's get into some more Dark Tidings. See what we got today. Oh, okay, well, they switched this one around on me. So we're seeing the houses first. We've got Sanctum, we've got Logos, and we've got Dinos. Fire Stopper Lexurado. Okay, Fire Stopper, not a firefighter, a Fire Stopper. You know, that's probably more effective than a firefighter. I mean, if you're just gonna stop it, then great. No need to even fight. Look at this Archon, that's pretty cool. Little shieldy thing going on there. Neat. I love it. All right, let's see what the purple power has in store for us today. Starting off with Chronophage. Excellent card. This is the first one I've gotten. This is a beast robot, 3 power. Your opponent's creatures and artifacts gain Omega. So anytime they want to play a creature or an artifact, it's going to end their turn. This is an excellent turn 1 play. Make it really hard for your opponent to get out on the board. I love it. I'm so happy to see that. Another great turn 1 play. Archon's Callback and Omega. Play, draw 5 cards. Really strong for your efficiency. Mecha Buoy. At the start of each player's turn, if the tide is high for that player, they gain 1. This is an Amber Pip with an artifact with an Amber Pip on it. That is pretty strong if you want the tide and you have lots of tide control. If your deck doesn't care that much about the tide, it's a bit of a disadvantage for you. Mind Bullets is an action. Play, deal 1 damage to each creature for each card you have played this turn, including this one. Few understand the secrets of his power indeed. A little bit of excellent removal for you. We'll have to see how well it synergizes with the rest of the deck. A Nuevo Dynamo with a capture pip on it, 4 power creature. Action, archive a card from your discard pile. That's really solid. Get back those key cards that you want. Maybe an Archon's Callback, or maybe the Chronophage to kind of mess with your opponent's game plan there. Australis Seaborg is a 4 power creature. Reap, deal 2 damage to creature. If this damage destroys that creature, raise the tide. Hydrocoagulator is an artifact with an Amber Pip on it. After a player raises the tide, they archive the top card of their deck. That's pretty neat. Gonna synergize well with your Mecha Buoy, really giving you the advantage to keep taking back the tide. We do have some tide control so far. Nice. Second Hydrocoagulator. This one coming with a capture pip on it. That is very interesting. Really encourages you to keep taking the tide. Also makes it not so bad for your opponent to take the tide and bear those 3 chains. So I don't know, hard to say how that plays out. Information exchange. Steal 1 if your opponent stole Amber from you on their previous turn. Steal 2 instead. A nice little action, way to get some of that Amber. Phase Shift. Love Phase Shift. Play a non-logos card. Wonderful efficiency. Goes really well with this. Science. For the remainder of the turn, after you play another action card, gain 1 Amber. So potential for some big burst there. Talmage Steelheart. Give Talmage Steelheart a +1 power counter for each card you have played this turn, including this one. Okay, and then on to Sanctum next, but I just want to look really quickly at how many actions we have in here, because I don't feel like it's that many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so only 4 actions in Science we could get, or in Logos to aid that Science. So that's kind of low. We could get 1 more action off with the Phase Shift, but yeah, not a lot of potential there for Science, unfortunately. Vault Keeper with a capture pip on it, 4 power, 1 armor. Your Amber cannot be stolen. Enjoya, 5 power, 1 armor. Enemy creatures cannot reap. These two together, that's pretty strong. Like, really eliminates pretty much most of the ways your opponent can gain amber, like other than pips printed on cards or like other effects. It's going to be hard for them. Those are like the two main ways to gain amber. Ooh, Doorstep to Heaven. Each player with 6 or more amber loses all but 5 of it. Some of the only scaling amber control in this set, and its removal. This is the first Doorstep I've gotten so far in this set. It really makes me wish we had the submersive principle in here that's going to let you cut your opponent's amber in half to kind of set up a bigger doorstep. But we do have quite a few capture pips to keep your opponent off check and information exchange to help keep them off check until you can drop the big doorstep. Pretty cool. And a gatekeeper, wow, that's really going to help with doorstep. Gatekeeper comes down. It's got 5 power, 1 armor, and when you play it, if your opponent has 7 or more, capture all but 5 of it. So Gatekeeper comes down, and then on a following turn, you can smash Gatekeeper into something, blow it up, and then play Doorstep, and your opponent loses all that amber. This is really strong. That's excellent. A second Gatekeeper. This one with unfortunately with a capture pip on it. Or actually, I guess it's no. This could be bad. It's strange because the capture pip resolves first. So if your opponent has 7 and you play this Gatekeeper, it's not going to trigger because they'll be in check. So if they have exactly 7, that's bad. If they have more than 7 or less than 7, it's fine. Yeah, that's weird because if they have exactly 6, then you capture when they go down to 5. And it still doesn't affect, but you get the capture pip. That's really funny. That's really strange. It's only bad when they have 7. So this makes Gatekeeper effective at 6 and 8, whereas this Gatekeeper is effective at 7 exactly. Or higher, I guess. Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, okay. That's kind of neat. Actually, that could be good. Especially if your opponent doesn't know which one's coming. And, you know, honestly, they probably aren't going to, the first time you play them, they're probably not going to know that that's got a capture pip on it. So they're just going to see Gatekeeper and think like, oh, I'll be safe if I go to exactly 6. And then they won't be. All right, on to Grey Augur is a 3 power, 1 armor human monk. Each of Grey Augur's neighbors gains fight, gain 1. Pretty neat. A little bit of burst there. Oh, really nice pairing with the Bulwark here. 4 power, 1 armor, mutant knight, assault 2. Each of Bulwark's neighbors gains assault 2 as well. Yeah, real nice with the Augur because you can get a fight in without taking any damage if you're hitting something small. Salvador, providing some of those capture pips we've seen. 4 power, 2 armor, human knight. Brings 2 capture pips into the deck. I like it with the Augur because this is a creature that you're happy to have fight and take damage, and it's okay. Doesn't matter. Second one of those. Okay, that makes sense. We've seen a lot of capture pips. Hammergram, deal 3 damage to a creature and stun it. It's an action. Very nice. Heal or harm, choose 1, fully heal a creature and gain 1, or ready and fight with a friendly creature. Cool. Yeah, that could work well with the fight effect we have in Agon. And also going to help you keep around some of those big creatures that are doing great things like shutting down, stealing, or reaping, or just holding all that amber. Ooh, nice. Strange Ordination. 3 amber pips on it. Play only if the tide is high. Ooh, this deck is looking real nice. This deck looks pretty spicy. Okay, Anklo Formation has got an amber pip on it. It's an action. Choose 1 for the remainder of the turn. A friendly creature gains skirmish, or exalt a friendly creature for the remainder of the turn. Each friendly creature gains skirmish. So we'll see if we have dinos that like to fight in here, if that's going to be any good for us. Gladiodontus. Well, there's a dino who likes to fight. This is a 15 power mutant creature. Gladiodontus enters play stunned. Gladiodontus only deals 5 damage when fighting. Fight/reap if this is the first time Gladiodontus has been used this turn. Ready and enraged it. That could definitely work with the formation there. Humble. Exhaust a creature. If you do, move 3 amber from that creature to the common supply. Hopefully we see some... Well, we have a lot of capture icons. In fact, that works really well with the Gatekeeper, actually. So that's pretty neat. Quintana, 5 power, dinosaur politician. After a creature reaps, exalt it. Okay. We'll see if we have anything that can take advantage of amber on creatures. I'm really hoping we have Berry Riches here. Just get a ton of amber into our pool. Siren Horn. This creature gains before fight. Move 1 amber from this creature to the creature it fights. That goes well with Gladiodontus because you can fight twice in a turn. If it's got any amber on it, you could reap with it, get an amber onto it from Quintana, and then fight into an opponent and get that amber into your pool. That's pretty neat. Also works well with the Anklo formation. Oh, Astralis Rostrum. Okay, with a capture pip on it. It's a location. Move 1 from a creature to another creature. So the amber that you put onto your creature when you reap with it with Quintana, you can move onto your opponent. Carpe Venum. Exalt 2 enemy creatures. Lots of ways to get amber out there. A second one of those. Okay. Consul Primus. Excellent. 3 power. Dinosaur Politician with a capture pip that it brings into the deck. And reap. Move 1 amber from a creature to another creature. I really like that with the Quintana. That's pretty neat. Decadence. Choose 1. Exalt, ready, and use a friendly creature, or move 1 amber from a creature to another creature. Really helpful in this deck. Lots of potential ways to make that work out for you. Faust the Great. Ooh, this is really good here. 4 power dinosaur. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly creature with amber on it. Really nice synergy with the other dinos we have here and with the Gatekeeper. Lapiosaurus. Ooh, what a great addition to this deck. 4 power, 2 armor, beast, taunt. While attacking Lapiosaurus, enemy creatures gain before fight, exalt this creature. Nice. This deck looks pretty great. I'm excited about this one. Yeah, let's look at some pips here. So these two, do we count these? I mean, you're supposing that you'll get this amber eventually. I mean, we can count each as 1. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. 10, 11, 12. So not a ton of pips in here, but there are lots of ways that you're going to be able to get amber in other ways. Quintana is going to make it hard for your opponent to reap without potentially setting you up for amber. This dino lineup is like pretty strong for, yeah, putting amber onto your opponent's board and taking advantage of the amber that you have on your board. Oh, heal or harm can definitely count for 1 as well. And these, this creature is going to help you get some more amber out as well. Yeah. Science gets a little bit of burst for you. Not too much, though. Mecha Buoy could work out for you, too. I'm not sure if we want the Tide all the time, so Mecha Buoy might be a discard if you're playing against non-Dark Tidings. You definitely want it for Strange Ordination, but not a lot of other things that care about the Tide. And not too many ways to take the Tide either. So Mecha Buoy might be a discard in this deck. Chronophage, really going to mess with your opponent. Lots of ways to disrupt in this deck. Vault Keeper and Barrister Joya, and then also the Quintana. So lots of interesting ways to disrupt your opponent. Lapiosaurus can keep some key things safe, like your Faust, like your Quintana, like your Primus, and like the Vault Keeper or your Gatekeepers, and then really set up that big Doorstep to Heaven play. With the efficiency in here, I think you can keep your opponent off of check for long enough that you'll be able to make a big play with Doorstep to Heaven and just eliminate a ton of their hard-earned amber and put yourself in a really good position. So I'm very much looking forward to playing this deck. Looks pretty strong. I think the only concern I have is board control. There's a good number of creatures that can fight and are pretty big, but there's not a lot of direct damage. We've got mind bullets, which could be a partial board wipe, but that is about it. So you're going to have to rely on disruption to slow your opponent down, especially because, there's just not too many ways to control the creatures on the board. Looks like a great deck. I cannot wait to try Firestopper Lexurado. I've been Barabnar89. You are watching another groundbreaking discovery episode here on Cull the Weak. Keep forging those keys, and I will see you next time.